Hello everybody. Welcome back. We're almost June, so I figured it would be the best day today to record spirits messages, spirits advice for June 2025 per zodiac sign. Now, should you encounter this message in some other year, then there's probably a reason why you were led to this video. So I would listen to the message anyway of your zodiac sign. There might be some guidance in there from spirit for you at the moment that you were guided to this video. Okay. Okay, let's start with Aries. I got my little list here so I don't forget anybody, because I got little short-term memory problems every now and then. Alright, Aries, this one. Okay. So let's see. Let's see what spirits. Oh, hold on. My cards are. Hold on. Cats are joining me. I can feel them jumping on my little tire. I'm sitting on a big tractor tire always when I do this. Oh, hello. Hello, Salem. It's been kind of drizzling off and on. Okay. Yes, I love you too. I love you too. So hopefully it doesn't start pouring on me. It's very windy. So like sun, and then every now and then a little drizzle. Barely anything. I wanted to do it outside. What are you doing? Look, this is what I'm dealing with. Let me see if I can keep you guys. You guys are on a rock. There we go. That's not going to work. There we go. So it's a little windy. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Temperature's nice. Ooh, what are you guys doing? How's your day going? Sit between my legs. Alright. Message for Aries, please, for June 2025. So you're not willing. Do I have the right deck? Yes, they say. Okay. Thank you. Here they are. Hold on. They fell on the ground. Ooh, we got 3. 1, 2, 3. What do we got? Feel into emotions. Number 14. That's a very interesting card. I see butterflies, flowers, snakes, lion, and the cosmos. The power of silence. Number 3. And spacious mind and soul. Number 21, which is also 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. It's kind of, there's something about the number 3. This is 14. 4 minus 1 is 3. And it's all pinkish. There's so many different colors in that deck, yet all the pink ones jumped out. Okay. Aries. I'm really being drawn to the flowers for some reason. I almost feel like you need to become an observer. June is about observation. June is about taking time to kind of connect to your environment, to connect to your new home, to feel comfortable where you are. It just feels like the focus needs to be on feeling grounded in this new version of yourself, in this new version of Earth. Aries, a lot of times we're kind of doers. Go, go, go. We're always on this go mode. And Spirit has been repeating for all people, to really move into a being state instead of a working state. Always trying to reach goals, always pre-planning, and so on and so forth. They want us to become our truth, to understand that our outer reality, that which we want to align with, that which we want to experience, we first have to become that vibration, become that frequency, become that emotion into our, bring that emotion into our now moment in order for us to then be able to bring it into our physical reality outside of ourselves. But for some reason, I just I'm really being drawn to the space and the flowers on these cards. So all these cards have kind of this cosmic, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like cosmic, and this one too at the bottom, it's like the cosmos. I really feel like we need to take June as a moment of recalibration into our reality, into our temporary physical reality. Just feels like we've had to focus on releasing, we've had to focus on surrendering, we've had to focus on inner health, inner healing. It just feels like June is about recalibrating the physical vessel, the energetic vessel with its surroundings, with its home. Many Arieses have always felt like we don't belong here. Okay, this isn't our home. We always, a lot of us try to escape it, through meditation and so on and so forth, through escaping in the mind, escaping in ideas, escaping in projects, escaping in hobbies, escaping in even in the shame and blame stories that we create, escaping in the victim stories that we create. We're always trying to somehow escape this reality, this home, this temporary home that we're in. But it just feels like we really need to focus this month on making peace with our home, making peace with the idea, hey, I'm here for a reason. I'm going to enjoy and love this place. I am going to bring back the beauty that it holds, because our planet, our surroundings is gorgeous. So many ETs come down here on vacation. So many ETs come down here just for the beauty of it. We need to bring back beauty in our home. We need to, so focus on your home. Focus on going out and seeing the world, even if it's, just taking walks into nature close by, or whether it's traveling. But at the same time, also focus on your home, decluttering it, reorganizing it, selling stuff that you haven't used in years, focus on the energy of your home, your cocoon place, where, create a space, a meditative space, for example, or a space where you can just, shut yourself off from the world for a little bit and just be with yourself and be with vibrations and be with light and comfort and all of that. So focus on grounding yourself in your home, in your environment, in your planet, whatever you feel you're lacking in for you. Could be your home, maybe it's cluttered, maybe you just want something new, maybe you want to reorganize it. It's about bringing high vibrational energies and beauty and simplicity back into your outer reality. It's about creating your heaven on earth in your garden, in your home, in your surroundings, or connecting to the heaven that's already on this earth. Okay, so really focus on environment, your outer environment, and feeling at home with it, doing what you can to uplift your perspective of it, uplift how you feel in it, and cleanse and clear the energies of your immediate surroundings in order to bring the frequency of that space, of that place of security and safety up, in order to raise the vibration of your home, your apartment, your caravan, wherever it is that you live, and therefore protecting that home from outer lower vibrations to be able to penetrate into your safe space. Because people forget that our homes also hold energy. Every item in your home has a frequency, and it can allow negativity in if a lot of negativity, if the house is holding on to a lot of negativity, or your items are holding on to a lot of old energies that no longer resonate with you, and can therefore kind of allow outer energy that's negative in as well. If we bring the vibration of our home, of our safe space, up to a high vibration of love and beauty, and it's not about perfection, it's just about being and feeling comfortable and at peace and zen like in your home. For some people that's going to be a lot of plush. My daughter would probably love to see a house full of plush. For other people it'll be like, bringing it back to simplicity and decluttering. For other people it's going to be having everything feng shui. Whatever that is for you, it's about making your space feel safe, comfortable, and lifting the vibration of your home, of your garden, of and connecting to nature, connecting to the outdoors and the beauty that's out there. Okay? Bring that vibration up and therefore protect your home from any kind of lower vibrations to be able to come in. Because if your home is at a very high vibrational space, then only high vibrational outer things can be penetrated through those walls as well. Okay? I don't know if I'm making any sense, but that's what I'm getting. Taurus. Hi, honey. What you doing? Huh? What you doing? Taurus. This one. Okay. Let's see. Taurus. Chun, 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 chun. What you doing? Rubbing on my back. All right, there. Taurus. Do you need any advice or any messages for Taurus? No, don't do that. No, don't. I'm not a scratching pole. I know. Yeah, get you scratched. There you go. He's trying to get my attention by massaging my back with his nails. Oh, there it went. My fearless freedom lights up the world. Taurus. There's nothing to be scared about. There's nothing to fear. Everything is an expression of you. Therefore, there's nothing to fear. If you are in a state of fear from the outer world, then that means that you're in a state of fear of yourself. Because everything is a reflection of you. Everything outside of you mirrors back to you the vibration that you're staying in on a daily basis. So do not fear the outer world, but fear your inner world. Fear what you feel, what you're holding on to, what the vibration and the emotional state you're choosing to infuse your day with. Okay, really bring the focus inward to letting go of fear, to letting go of worry, of over dramatizing your life. There's nobody out there to get you. There's nobody out there to make you feel crappy about this life. But if you believe there is, then that is what you will experience. So focus in June on becoming fearless in your being, on embracing the truth. And the truth is you are the sole creator of this experience. And even though we collectively have created infinite amount of versions of this earth, you get to choose which version you're experiencing every day. And during each day, you can hop from one reality into the other, into another parallel reality, by simply changing your vibration. You're not going to notice it. You're not going to see a flash. You're not going to feel like you walk through a door. It just happens instantaneously, and it just what are you doing? You're not going to notice it. I notice it a lot because I'm very, I live very mindfully, so I try to be very attentive to all little details in life. And I do see things change and disappear, although I just put it down and then 3 seconds later it's no longer there. And what are you doing? Trying to get into the spotlight. What are you doing? All right, you gotta get down. Mommy's working. So understand the following. There's absolutely nothing to be scared about in this reality, because what you perceive outside of yourself will always be reflective of the vibration you choose to be in. And the vibration you choose to be in is how you feel, how you think, how you act and react. Those are all, they all contain energy frequency that you're emitting. How you feed yourself, what you feed yourself, how you get dressed. No. Everything holds vibration. Become very aware of everything that entails your life. The jobs you choose to do, how you approach those jobs. Even if you're having a job you really don't like, I've had plenty of those where I'm like, no, this is not for me, but I still approached it every day as, but let's see what I can learn from this for me, for my future self. It's all about how you view things, how you approach things. And every job brought me in connection with individuals that taught me something more about me. So everything is valuable. Every step will teach you and bring clarity about you. So again, we don't have to, you might currently be doing something you don't enjoy, but it doesn't have to and it doesn't have to break your day. It doesn't have to put you in a state of negativity. That's a choice. You choose to feel negative about it. You choose to experience it that way instead of just seeing it as a stepping stone to self-knowledge, self-wisdom, to get clarity on what you like and what you don't like. And then to, gain qualities and abilities that you otherwise might not have if you hadn't done that job. So it only expands you. Every step expands you. You don't like the job, then know that this is just a stepping stone, and it's just, your high vibrational approach to this and your confirmation that this is a stepping stone and something new is already in the making. It's already on its way to me. I am receptive for it. All of that will then change, will then align again. So there is nothing to fear, Taurus. Okay? Everything out there is a choice. It's a matching your vibration. So change the fear inside of you, and then you will see that on the outside of you. You will start to align with parallel realities that will reflect opportunity and abundance and joy and connection and love, instead of fear and worry and doubt and self-victimization and so on and so forth. Okay? So really focus on that in June, my sweet Taurus. Gemini. Message for Gemini. God, what are we going to do with you, Salem? Hmm? You going to play with my pen now? They're such children still. And they're only about, 7 months, 8 months old. They're still so playful. Compared to my other cats who are like lounging all day. They're like, leave me alone. I am enjoying the sun. I am too old to play. It's funny though. They do get along, which is good. I was a little bit worried about that, but I told the universe they have to figure it out. And they did. And I always declare, I'm like, only love in this family. We don't tolerate anything about any violence. They know it. And they follow the rules. So that's good. Okay, don't eat my cards. If only you guys could see what he was doing. Get out. No, you're eating my card. You can't eat my card. I need those. I need those. That's the disadvantage of going outside. Look at you. Now you're all dirty. Oh, Lord. Boink. There it went. On the floor. Gemini. Ancestral realm. Karmic release. Healing the lineage. Boundaries. Ooh, that's a cool card. I don't think I've ever seen this one. That is one that does not come out very often. So you have that one. And then you also have Memories of Atlantis. Spiritual acceleration, progress, technology. All right, cool. Okay, I put these down. Okay. I keep thinking druids for some reason. Druids. What's going on? What are you doing? Gemini. Well, both of them have portals. It's almost like, you're moving through, you're changing, you're going through. It's almost like, I feel like, going to Oz, it just feels like you're going through the transitioning of making the 5D your permanent home. It just feels like you're ready. You're in a state of full acceptance that the outer world is you. Therefore, I am choosing consciously to move to my new place. It just feels like you guys are, and this might not be everybody, but it feels like Gemini is really in a state of transitioning, is really in a state of embracing the power to move in to the 5G to 5D reality. So it just feels like remain that course. Hold on to the peace that you're feeling right now. Hold on to that state of surrendering. It just feels like you're in a good place. It's almost like they're just acknowledging to hold on to that. Yeah. You guys are moving up. You're moving to a better apartment. But it's like, continue it. Whatever it is you're doing, it's working. Even if you're not yet seeing that in your physical reality, they want to acknowledge that you're doing it. You're moving forward. The energies are shifting. Your vibration is shifting. You're going through healing. You're going through spiritual acceleration. It's about letting go of boundaries, sometimes we have to set up boundaries, but it's almost like in this case, focus on the release of boundaries. There are no boundaries when you ascend. There are no limitations. This 5D world is still to be written. It is present. It is energetically available, accessible. It exists on an energetic matrix form, but it still needs to be filled in. The blanks still need to be filled in. Does that make sense? So it is a energetic grid that is accessible, that is ready to be designed, kind of like an interior designer. It's ready to be designed by you, and all entities will make their own design that will then have collective outcomes. Okay, but it's like that's what you're doing. Okay, but let go of the boundaries. June for Gemini is about embracing the fact that there are no limitations. Anything is possible. If you can think of it, it can become part of your physical reality. There are no limitations in a virtual reality, but it's because we were raised with the idea of limitations and the idea of boundaries. That's how we've experienced life and how we've co-created the collective life. But the 5D is about understanding that there are no limits, there are no limitations to what we can experience. And so focus on that, Gemini, on letting go of any final boundaries or ideas of limitation that might still be blocking you from truly designing the 5D the way you see fit. Okay? That is what you need to focus on. Understand that we're all in the making of creating our 5D world, but for Gemini, let go of the boundaries. Okay? Cancer. Cancer. Let's see. Cancer. Whoop, there it went. Enjoy the journey. Stay present and flexible. Many changes are going on for you and around you. These changes are not only good, but necessary. Bring your awareness into the now rather than focusing on the past or the future. There you go. For some reason, I keep getting the word diversity. Focus on diversity. I feel like Cancer, a lot of times you're falling into repetitive behavior, doing what is safe, what feels safe. It's almost like they're saying expand your palette. Do a little bit more exploration of yourself, of your environment, of your abilities, of your hobbies, whatever it may be. Invest time and energy in exploration, new aspects of life and of yourself. So I just feel like, you were like, if you look at that cartoon Finding Nemo, he always stayed in his anemone, right? He was too scared to go out and see what the big blue ocean had to offer, while Nemo was like, I want to see the world. Nemo in some way or form wanted to experience things. You got to be more like Nemo and less like Merlin the dad. Okay? Step out of your comfort zone. Enjoy the journey, take risks, be unpredictable, be impulsive sometimes. It's just about being more flexible, more present in your existence, in your creative task of designing and experiencing a temporary reality. Expand your horizon, okay? That is what I feel for June for Cancer. Expand life, expand activity, expand exploration, expand your thinking, your ideas, your feelings. expand. That is your word for June. Okay? All right. Let's see. Did I forget Leo? I did forget Leo. Let's do Leo. Sorry. I forgot Leo. 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 This one. Okay. Crazy cats. Okay. Leo. Message for Leo for June. Whoop, there it goes. Pig, maintain self-worth and self-esteem. Archangels Mary, Gabriel, and Uriel. Okay. Leo. I'm really being drawn to the blue. It almost looked like a rose. That blue kind of chakra thing. But the blue chakra for me is the voice. It just feels like work on speaking your truth. Work on expressing your needs, your desires, your visions, your perspectives, without being fearful of judgment or exclusion or losing people, and so on and so forth. Really, in June, Leo, focus on becoming a more authentic communicator. We were always taught in school with parents and so on and so forth to choose our words wisely and carefully because they could have dangerous consequences, and they could have the opposite effect of what you were trying to say, and so on and so forth. But the thing is, because we were taught that, we started to really limit the expression of self, the expression of our own thoughts and feelings and knowings and truths. And when we do that, we dismiss a part of ourselves. We can't be authentic if we're constantly reconsidering our words in order to please others, in order to avoid other people's emotions getting hurt, other people's reactions, other people's anger. But we need to all understand and really embrace that we never will be responsible for how other people perceive your words and how they choose to respond to them. The thing is, I'm talking about loving words. I'm talking about spiritual truth without forcing your truth upon other people. I'm not talking about being mean. I'm not talking about trying to hurt people with words. That's a whole different ballgame. Okay? I'm talking about sharing your truth in a respectful, loving manner with simply the intention of bringing forth new ideas, new perspectives without the intent to hurt. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. Our inner truth is our soul truth, and that is always on a loving, compassionate level for the goodness of all. Okay? So allow yourself to speak your truth, to speak your needs, to speak what you feel you are deserving of. And do the same for yourself. Speak love for yourself. Speak worth about yourself. It's really about being careful what you tell yourself as well. Okay? Hi, honey. Words hold power, right? Words hold frequency. And even if what you know to be true might not be receptive, might not be accepted by others right away. It will have left a foundation of something to think about. Okay, it leaves breadcrumbs for other people to awaken within their own awakening. Okay, so Leo, work on speaking your truth, being your truth, expressing your needs, expressing your ideas freely with love and compassion as the founding intention, and become liberated from the fear of what your truth may bring from others. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay, Virgo, this one. Okay, Virgo. Virgo. Oop, there it goes. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. Okay. The word that's coming in is self-love. You tend to be too critical of yourself in this moment. You've been going through a lot of changes. You've been trying to surrender. You've been trying to let go of control. You've been trying to, you've really worked hard on becoming this new awakened soul. And your soul's always awakened, but becoming. There's Gerald doing his grounding, becoming, yeah, this more authentic version of you that's more aligned with soul. But you tend to still be very critical of yourself. You tend to still, you expect too much of yourself. You put too much pressure upon yourself. It's almost about, love yourself. Let go of the pressure. Let go of trying to force things to happen right away. It's almost like you're not in a state of patience with yourself. Everything takes time. Change, inner change takes time. Although time is not linear, it's just for a lack of words. It's a process. Things don't change. Sometimes it takes years to own the new vibration that you're choosing to resign in. And it's years and years of, correcting ourselves, figuring things out, all of that. So, and that's okay. Okay? It's okay. Just know that every effort you do is already changing things. Okay? But to get to a point of becoming that change and for it to become your new reality, your new self, so you no longer have to work at it and you no longer have to think about it and analyze it and observe it, that takes time. Okay? So be more patient with yourself. Live in the moment. Accept that you're going through a process and that this process takes, the idea of time. Yeah, you kill them. Don't be so critical of yourself. Don't be impatient with yourself. You've got eternity to figure out how to become that truth. You get into a physical reality. You've got so many lifetimes where you can master that beingness. Okay? Either way, just know that every effort each day already aligns you with your new reality, already aligns you with a 5D reality. You do not have to master it, in order to match that new vibrational reality. Okay, you simply have to be willing to focus and choose to align with a certain vibration daily in order to experience that 5D reality. Okay, you don't have to master it yet, because once you master it, you will not choose to be incarnated in this virtual reality again, because you will have mastered being. Okay, you will choose a different reality then. Does that make sense? So enjoy the ride. Okay, less being critical of yourself, more having fun with the process of ascension. Okay, that's really what it comes down to. Just enjoy the ride. There is no end destination in sight. You're always going to be evolving and changing and growing on a soul level. But there is the desire to make this journey a comfortable one, a happy one, an abundant one, and especially a physical one. Because that's what you guys, what we all miss the most when we're in our natural state, is that physical experience. Okay, so have fun with it. Okay, the process is meant to uplift you, to enlighten you, to bring you closer to love and appreciation and abundance on all different forms. Okay, so enjoy the ride. Okay, enjoy the ride, Virgo. All right, Libra. Which one? Okay, Libra. Libra. It's getting dark out here. So I might have to do this in 2 parts. I might have to try and do this on another day. Part 2. Alright. Because I think there is some rain coming in. We'll do Libra. And then next week, somewhere at the beginning of the week, I'll try and make some space to do part 2. Whew. The wind is picking up and it's getting colder. Oh, there it goes. Flourish. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. There you go. This is for Libra. Alright. Can you hear the wind picking up and the trees going crazy? What you doing? Alright. Let's see, Libra. It's all about, June for Libra is about clarity. It's about finding clarity. The thing is, you've convinced yourself that in order to find clarity, you have to analyze and overanalyze and figure it out on an intellectual level. But the next steps are not meant to be thought about. They're meant to be experienced. So really focus in June on going inwards, meditation, relaxing. My God, when's the last time you've relaxed and just taken, instead of always working at it, trying to figure it out, take a step back, trying to figure out nothing, okay? Go in a place of Zen, go in a place of relaxing, of tranquility. Oh, the rain's coming down. Luckily, I'm under a tree. Really try to, it's almost like by letting go, giving yourself a break, letting go of things and just simply enjoy yourself, simply move in a space of tranquility and peace, and really create space, okay? Really create space for that. That's where you're going to find your answers. That's where you're going to find direction. Not by constantly working at it, but by surrendering it. Leave it up to the universe. Okay? That's how you're going to flourish. Okay? That's how you're going to flourish. That's where the light will come in, by letting it go. Can you see the rain behind me? This tree's doing a really good job keeping me dry. So focus on tranquility, focus on letting go of the work for a bit, focus on giving yourself the luxury of doing absolutely nothing. Okay? That's what you need to focus on. And then you will find that the answers will come to you without you even seeking them. Okay? So, me and little one here, what you doing? Aww. Me and Salem here are going to close off because it's starting to rain. I can feel it on my back. So, I'll try and do part 2 in maybe Monday or Tuesday if I can find some time to do it. Okay? I love you guys, but I gotta run. Okay, big kiss. Mwah. I'll see you later. Bye.